got to figure it out. Look, we're okay. We're okay.
All right.
Hopefully everybody joined us. Is everybody back?
I think people will be here.
All right.
Busy. Yeah, we got a lot of people here. September 10. We got Sascha Campbell in the house. I wonder why Sasha's here. We got Slabania. So let's kick this off. I want to welcome everybody to April 12th show of Every Other Week Cardboard Show. Hope everybody's had a good week. Got some things to talk about here. First off, we're going to kick it off by talking about what's happening in your cardboard world. Who's up first?
That's Sam.
I'll start us off. So I've been doing, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining us again. I've been doing a lot of writing over the past 72 hours for Tops. And man, I'm so, I think the thing that was full circle for me was being appreciative for the grind of this. And it's been a great experience so far, and I'm looking forward to April 23rd because my first article for Top Script is going to go live, and I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to everybody experiencing what I see and do in a hobby, but also looking forward to telling other people's stories as well. So it's been a lot of fun, just enjoying that creative process and talking with the different people who make that world work in terms of Top Script. So it's been super fun.
That's awesome.
Jenny, you up next?
Oh, I've been patiently waiting for my SGC order that I submitted at the Dallas Card Show. I've got my clays that I'm waiting to see what he looks like in a tux. I've got Pistol Pete. I've got some Ernie Banks, but I also have 2 huge PSA orders that we submitted. One with 40 cards, another with I think 24. So
big time submission.
And it's so hard because you followed along and you watch the steps and when they're graded to not go on to the app and actually look at the grades, because you want to know what you got. But at the same time, I want to have those good reveal videos. It's always fun. So I like to be surprised, but knowing that they're graded, it's very hard to not peek.
It's very hard for me. Anytime a card is graded, at some point, because I've tried for a day, I start looking.
Yeah.
I put my eyes on. So for me, I talked about last time doing research on different content, and I've still been doing that and I even text, I think Jenny the other day talking about this, is that to me, content has changed so much and it's not a knock on content, it's just the evolution of things. I'm seeing a lot of stuff where there are box breaks we've seen before, but a lot of stuff just about deals, just card after card after card after card. And the way I'm wired is probably different than a lot of other people that's looking at content. You want to see the deals because maybe you're not there, you're not at a show, you live in a place where there aren't a lot of shows. So you want to see cards moving. But I'm always thinking about what's the strategy, right? Yeah. What if I'm buying and selling, what am I trying to get done? That doesn't really get talked about. It's about that card moving. A lot of end dollar bins, which I think is cool, where people are pulling stuff out. Not always think back to Card Collector too, because I remember years ago where he would sit down and go through a dollar bin when you didn't see a lot of people doing that. Just gradually growing his business off those dollar bin activities and those sales. I think that kind of stuff is real cool. The strategy though is just something in me. When you run a play in a football game, or even I watch basketball, I'm looking at, Sam knows this, Jenny knows this, you're looking at what play are they running. The average person will look and say, oh man, they're just running this, but you know exactly what that is. I want to see more of that. And I try to bring that, but and I want people to give me feedback on what they see us doing as well.
Right. Now with those dollar bins, I had so much fun at the Austin Card Show because I had to focus on who I wanted. And so I mean, a nice gentleman gave me a chair and I just sat there for hours going through those dollar bins. And there were so many cards that I found in there that were gradable. So
true. Very true.
It was, I cut a deal, you're looking at cheap cards already and then you get so many. I think I had 34 and he cut me this huge deal. So the reality is, I came home with stuff for my PC, but I also came home with stuff that was gradable that I could turn around on eBay. So It was worth the time. It really was.
You definitely read my mind, FD, because this past weekend I just did like an impromptu visit to this local hobby store that I always go to. And this time when I walked in, I did not look at any slabs. I just went to the bins.
Yeah.
I just went to those like high end, low grade like stuff, and I found some PC stuff that I'm definitely gonna share this week that I've been like personally like enjoying. Like, man, I found this car like in this cheap bin, and this car is like over 50 years old. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Because if you talk to the sellers, sometimes they're just trying to move cars.
Yeah.
And if you find their motivation of why they're putting cars in the bin, you may find a great deal,
Yeah.
like Sam. Anyhow.
Yeah.
Well, and when you
Especially
talk about,
Go ahead.
we all talked at the same time.
Go ahead, Jenny.
When you're talking about like content, you know, my Instagram really is formed around my PC. So everything you're scrolling down, you know, that's why some of my photos are more personal with, you know, rose bushes or my cat, because those are actually cards that are my PC, not cards that I'm trying to turn around and sell. So my Instagram is my PC.
Yeah.
And we do the same thing. All the content, all the cards that I purchase on Rolling with FD, it's all about what's in my PC. And every deal is real.
Yeah.
If I show that I bought a card, I bought a card. I'm gonna let you know probably when I got rid of it to make a move to another thing to try to enhance my PT.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take chance and risks. I try to have them as calculated as possible. But you know, I think that's what it is. And I try to be genuine with what I'm doing.
If anybody who knows me, my Instagram, all my social medias, it's just this explorative, experiential review of like what my collecting world looks like, and it's all PC. And I actually like give away stuff from my PC because I also want people to experience the joy and the nostalgia that I had. So, you know me, I'm always buying and I'm always giving away. And I've given away a lot of like good cards in my PC that, you know, I know it ended up with the right person and you know, they're enjoying it, especially to a lot of kids, a lot of kids.
Yeah, you're talking about like risk, and you know, I started collecting Josh Young for my PC, and he got injured, and that was actually a post I made not too long ago because I know a lot of people look at the price of their cards when their player gets injured, and it's like, oh, my card. I'm not looking at it like that. You know, I look at it like I still have faith in this player. This is still my PC player. You know, I adore this player, so let's just get this player back and moving, and you know.
Jenny, you make a good point because that's something I've never done. Like when I showed FD a picture of my Trae Young card, he was like, "Do you believe in Trae Young?"
I was shocked. I was on the
floor. He was like, "Do you believe in Trae Young?" And I just said,
"You're like, I like the card.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just like the card."
Right. Yeah. No, my players
that's
are.
a foreign world to me. Like, oh, somebody got hurt. How much did I? Nah.
No, I even have like Brandon Pajemski in my PC, and you know, it's just I know he's not like an all-star yet, but he is really good on that team, and it's fun to watch him play. And so I've been hoarding those cards, and I enjoy it. I love it. I love him as a person and watching him. So that's what my PC is all about.
Yeah. My people here. So next topic is: will Wemby be Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year, which is his rookie year? What do y'all think?
If I want to be completely honest,
go ahead.
I think Rookie of the Year should go to Homegrown because his team is a contender, and they got a good chance to go deep into the playoffs. And then when I think about some of the most prolific defensive player of the year winners, all their teams were way above 500, and they were all like top defensive teams overall because of that one player and that energy that they brought. And they were like on that path to like championship. I understand like Wemby is seen as this like unicorn, and I think he is I'm not saying he is Wilt Chamberlain. Here I am making a Wilt Chamberlain reference, But in terms of the lore, the mystique, and like when you see him play, it brings back that type of nostalgia for me when I catch some of his highlights. And I think about the many Wilt Chamberlain clips that I've watched and some of the things that he was doing in the 60s that people don't understand and think it's like old school basketball. And you see some players doing that now, or they were doing it in the early 2000s, like the fadeaway jump shot that Dirk Nowitzki, quote unquote, made famous, but Wilt was doing that 40 years before him. But he's a special talent. He's super offensively gifted. He can block shots with both hands. I truly appreciate his game, but I think San Antonio needs to be higher in the win column for us to consider him the defensive player of the year. However, I understand why he might win Rookie of the Year simply because of what he put up, and that's more like a popularity, type thing, especially if you got the numbers to go with it. And he's very popular. He has the offensive numbers, and he's a stat sheet filler, simply because of his skill level. But defensive player of the year, you got to be at least in the top 4 in your conference, and they haven't won no games this year.
They really, I think 19, 20, something like that.
I mean, they might get the first overall pick again.
Good. Yeah. Jenny, what you got?
All right, so y'all know that I love Wemby, and I think, and I have thought from the beginning that Wemby is going to get Rookie of the Year. I still have faith in that. Defensive Player of the Year, his team is just not behind him in that. I'm really looking at like Rudy Gobert, because you got the Timberwolves. That's a good team. That's behind him. And so I think he may be Defensive Player of the Year, but I've always said that Wemby's going to be Rookie of the Year. And he is. I mean, I know he is. I called it.
Yeah, you did call it. You talked about this earlier. I do remember that. So I believe Wemby would be Rookie of the Year. The only reason I think
see him and Bobo go head to head. That's all. Sorry.
Oh, they have a couple times for small parts of the game. Bobo needs more dog in him. Like, I don't know, he has a little chihuahua. He needs some pitbull terrier in that chest. And Bobo has all the athleticism to get down. He just doesn't have the heart. But I think Wemby will be Rookie of the Year. And I think it's probably big. I think when Chet got hurt and then spent a whole year around the team, getting some coaches, some training, didn't watch him practice, the Rookie of the Year for him went out the window. He would probably have to be averaging 27 points a game this year and just ripping people's heads off to be Rookie of the Year. And I think Wemby won't be. Wemby is almost like the Russell Westbrook of this year, where when he comes into the game, the Spurs' defensive rating actually gets worse than when he's sitting on the bench. But he collects these blocks that just gets people. It's almost like the home run of basketball, where he gets people so excited because he's blocking people. But overall, the team plays worse. So I don't see him. I think Rudy is a good selection. There are like one or two other people that might be. Rudy will probably end up winning it because of what Minnesota is and what they're going to do. Or not.
Especially what they were last year. You know what I mean? So,
true.
Yeah.
So
But you know what this rookie race reminds me of? It's shades of Ben Simmons and Donovan Mitchell. Ben Simmons gets hurt, has that year to grow, comes back, wins Rookie of the Year. Donovan Mitchell has this unbelievable rookie year, and it's actually his rookie year. Yeah. But Ben Simmons pretty much got like a red shirt year. You know what I mean?
So next topic, we got PC card of the week. I may shake something up here. I think you all think I'm going to pull some stuff related, but I'm shaking it up.
I figured you were going to do that, but okay.
I'm shaking it up. Well, who you got? Jenny, who you got?
Okay. So I have this 1979 Topps Paul Molitor.
Nice card.
So the significance behind this, and I know some of you have heard this story, but the police officers in Oshkosh, Wisconsin used to hand out cards
Say that 5 times fast.
No.
Sleep houses.
Um,
No,
so anyways, they used to hand out brewer cards in, out their windows. So I used to run outside on my house on 12th Street and I used to go grab cards. Now I do not have any of those cards anymore. I probably gave them to my dad and then who knows. But I had to get this because it's a good memory for me, based on when I was a little girl getting those cards. So
Those are the
that is my
best
card.
cards. Those
Yeah.
are the best
Love that story.
cards.
Love that story. Sam, what you got?
So I was super indecisive. This week, you guys all saw something that I post because I opened up a pack of cards and, I found my GOAT. We don't want to get into that argument about who's the best basketball player of all time. But I actually have 2 cards, and it's not a graded card. It's 2 raw cards. My first one is this one, this 1959 Topps Mays and Ashburn Hitting Kings.
Okay.
Found this in the bin, and I'm just like, why is this card sitting in the bin like this? It's a beautiful, just nostalgic vintage card of 2 of the best hitters, of their time.
Yeah, that's
And
card.
then my other one is this.
Oh, what? Oh,
Yes,
Wow.
yes,
Go
the red, white,
figure.
and blue wilt. So it's funny. I'll be real quick. I went into CVS and they had like these price reduced like packs of like Prism and Select, and like I bought one Select and I bought one Prism, and something was telling me to pick the other pack, but I was like, no, I'm gonna go with this one. And I opened it up as soon as I got in the car, and I said, I'm driving home the next day. I said, this pack is still in there. I'm gonna go get it. So I went in the store the next day and it was still there, and I opened it up and then boom, pulled this out.
I
So
love red, white,
like
and blue.
very, very nostalgic for me. Like, the wilt. You can't
Awesome.
go wrong with any wilt
That
card.
is awesome.
that's Sam's GOAT, people.
Yeah, that's my GOAT. He's the greatest basketball player of all time.
Well, anything
Yes.
on a red, white, and blue. I love the
Yeah.
red, white, and blue cards.
Yeah. So this is a prospect player that I talk about and I watch. This is a James Wiseman National Treasures card.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Look at that.
I knew it was coming.
He's still trying to make his way.
Yeah.
Needs to get out of Detroit, but Jimmy,
he's in purgatory right now, man.
He's in purgatory. He's a young player with no contract right now. We'll see where he goes and what he does. He's got some promise.
I still owe you a Wiseman card. I haven't forgotten that.
Oh, it's all
that order.
all good, man. It's all good.
I haven't forgotten.
It's all good. Let's see here. Okay. We're on our Collectors on the Rise.
Yes.
Who are we paying attention to out there that we want to give a shout out to and say, hey, what's up? We admire what you do. Keep doing it. Sam, who you got?
So I called Jenny in the middle of the week, but she ignored my call.
I did.
And they're going to shoot me back with a text talking about, let me call you back. I was like, she was like, is everything okay? I was like, no, everything's fine. I just got something funny I want to say to you. And she was like, I like funny. So we FaceTiming each other. I said, you stole my person. You stole my.
I was like, what?
My collector on the rise.
I did.
But
I did.
I'm grateful that she stole this person because it made me go back to like my earlier days when I jumped into the Instagram like cardboard world and following accounts. And I personally believe like this person isn't a collector on the rise, but they're like a true GOAT, an unbelievable GOAT. And that's Cindy Dix. Her Instagram is on her Mark Sports. If anybody who like gets all a hobby information from Instagram and follow accounts, if you're not following Cindy Dick or like looking at her museum, I actually call her Instagram account a museum. Her museum of vintage cars that pays homage to women athletes. Just a phenomenal human being, phenomenal curator of vintage women's sports cards, and she tells awesome stories, the backstory about the player and about the card on her website. So yes, on her Mark Sports card, Cindy Dix, the auntie of the hobby and the true GOAT.
There we go. Jenny. Who you got?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm hoping she's here. So Haley from Slab Mania, if you were here, you were actually being fought about. Like
Yeah.
Samuel wanted you, I wanted you. I got you because I reached out first. But anyways, I've been watching her from the beginning. And let me tell you, this girl knows her stuff. I mean, I'm learning from her, and I've been on Instagram maybe a little bit longer, and I'm learning from
Yeah.
her. I mean, she is fun to watch. She's informative. She's got lots of cool stuff. So Slab Mania is definitely someone you want to follow.
Yes. Got
Okay,
a
so
lot
Oh,
of
there she
people.
is. Hi,
Slab
Haley.
Mania, what's up? You got
Hi.
absolutely
We
awesome.
Woo.
got a lot of people in the chats.
Yeah,
Someone said,
I know
"Why
I
is
haven't been reading any
100
comments.
points not recognized by the NBA?" Is he talking about Will?
I think someone will.
I think it is recognized by the NBA.
I would hope so. Oh,
It better be.
I know somebody liked my t-shirt, so there's that.
Yeah.
yeah. Also,
And
your
somebody said,
coffee mug, Jenny. What's up with that coffee mug? Give him a power. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So
yeah,
my
That's my
someone
person
girl
of the
said,
power.
week, my person of the week is Jabo Collectibles, an individual that was introduced to me by Monty. I've built a great relationship with Yabo. He does a lot of buying and selling throughout the country. Has a great perspective on cars, a great perspective on vintage. I just want to give him a shout out and let him know that he is appreciated. Does a lot. We got
"No,
Awesome.
yeah, bro.
it says, "Hey guys, I'm absolutely loving the chemistry you have on the show. Definitely will be tuning in every show from now on. Slap Mania. Salute."
Yeah. Yable is a staple for me.
Yes.
I love when I see his stuff come across my timeline, especially when he got that Brooklyn. No, is it a Braves? Is it Braves that the hat on? He
Yeah.
wears the
Yeah. He
hat.
was
Yeah,
the batting
yeah,
helmet. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, true goat, true goat.
All right. So now we're at a interesting part of the show, and I'm going to invite somebody on. We got our guest of the week, people.
Okay.
Let me invite somebody here. Hold on one second.
See if we can do this without technical
I
difficulties.
think we can.
All
I
right.
think we can. All right. He's been hit with an invite. We're going to find out more about him when we get him in here. Uh-oh. We got
That's a
Sasha in the
familiar
house.
face.
What's up, bro?
I've
Hey,
seen
what's
that face
up, D?
before.
Sasha, what's up, man? Hey, how you
Hey, how
doing?
you doing? Good, good.
All right, so everybody that does not know, Sasha, tell us more about you and who you are before we even get started on questions.
I'm Jenny's husband.
There you go.
We've
he
been
said
dating
the
since
first
yeah,
answer
There
right.
you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm been in the hobby for a long time, so
Okay. A long time, and you
long
have a lot
time.
of knowledge too.
hmm
Describe who you are as a collector in 5 words or less.
Uh, I guess let me see. I collect what I love, so
Mm.
I'm not influenced by like card prices and stuff like that. I collect the players I actually appreciate watching.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
I knew we were gonna be good friends when I first met
yeah.
you.
All right.
Oh,
Now, Sasha, tell us, how did you first start collecting? How did you get involved in the hobby?
Started in '86, trying to pull the Jordan rookie card. Actually, ended up pulling it, and then I got into baseball. Was collecting Dave Justice, Frank Thomas,
Mm.
Todd Van Poppels. If y'all
Oh,
remember
yeah.
Todd Van Poppels,
Top and Papa.
played
Yeah.
for Oakland. But was going to trade my Jordan rookie for 5 Dave Justice cards when I was younger, and I'm glad I
Glad
didn't
you
end
didn't
up
do
doing
that,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just been off and on throughout my whole life. When Shaq was a rookie, collected in Shaq's rookie year. Also LeBron's rookie year, Kobe, all the greats. Got back into it during COVID. Was collecting LaMelo Ball if he could ever stay healthy, and Anthony Edwards. So
Yeah.
and then Jenny
Now,
got
Sasha, I
yeah.
got to ask you this question.
Uh
You bought the Jordan rookie in his rookie year. I remember going in the shops that sold
huh.
no basketball. Most people won't even remember this. But
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit real quick. This is a question I didn't even have down. How hard was it to find even packs to open?
Oh, I mean, it wasn't too difficult for us in Killeen.
Mm,
I mean, I could find them. We were pulling them. I mean, I didn't know the value of cards back then either. I was only
understood.
10, so I pulled the Jordan rookie card, threw it in the drawer. Didn't think about it until 1990 when Dave Justice was playing,
Mm-hmm.
and around that time, and I was gonna trade my Jordan rookie card for 5 Dave Justice rookie cards.
Wow.
Back then, to get card prices, you had to go to Beckett.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, yeah.
my friend Billy, I was going to trade the card to, said you might want to check the price of that card before we do
Salute
this
to Bill.
trade. And thank God he was honest.
Shout out to Billy.
Yeah,
Yay,
yeah,
Shout
Billy.
out to Billy.
Billy.
Shout out to Billy.
That's the
yeah,
beacon of the hobby
yeah.
right there. So now, Sasha, this to give you some of my perspective. I used to go into shops in Chicago that didn't sell basketball at all.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ask them
Yeah, I mean,
about
you got to
basketball
understand.
card,
Yeah.
they thought that was a short-lived thing that wouldn't even stand the test of
Yep.
time. So they would
Wow.
tell
Yeah.
you, we sell baseball. We don't sell that stuff.
No,
Wow.
you can find baseball everywhere. So to be honest, yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more difficult to find
Mm-hmm.
a 86 Fleer, but I still got that card to this day. It's going to my son Jordan. So
That's good stuff,
yeah.
man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hold on to it.
I like that. I like that. What led you to start collecting Ernie Banks? I want to know this story.
Oh, Ernie Banks. Well, I started off, Jenny and I, I'd say about a year and a half ago, started collecting Black Hall of Famers, baseball Hall of Famers. You know, like Jackie Robinson, all those greats. And got a 61 Ernie Banks. That was the Ernie Banks card that I was going to get. And I just loved the design of the card. He looked, you know, innocent in the picture, just a glow to him. And I told Jenny, I said, you know what, I'm going to start collecting one of every Topps.
Okay.
Not Jackie, but Ernie Banks cards during his playing career. And we've got almost all of them. Her and I go to shows together. We're always looking for them. I like buying raw and then getting them graded. That's what a majority of the cards we get from SGC are cards we pick up raw of those players. Like Sam was saying a couple episodes ago, you know, having those cards have stories behind them, you know, rounded corners, things like that. I'm not looking for a perfect card. I'm just looking for a card. Like my 59 Ernie Banks is graded a 2, and it'll never leave my collection. It's you know, got history behind it.
Yeah.
Now, share the story with everybody about how you purchased your favorite Jackie Robinson card.
I mean, it was a perfect storm. We were in Waco at a card show, and we go to a card shop in Waco whenever we're in that area, Jenny and I, and I didn't see a Jackie Robinson the first time I was in there, and I'd always wanted a 56. 56, my favorite year of Topps. And we were at the card show, and one of the kids that was there who was buying at a table, we were talking about the card I wanted, my Grail card. Believe it or not, that Jordan's not my Grail card. My 56 Jackie Robinson is. And he said, well, we have one at the shop. He had worked at that shop, and he called the owner, and Jenny and I went up there and looked at it, and it was raw. If it would have been graded, I probably wouldn't have bought it. And I bought it, posted it, and it graded a 3, SGC 3. And that card will never leave our collection either.
All right, I got a question for you. Do you believe Jordan's a GOAT, and do you believe Steph Curry is the greatest point guard of all time?
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Jordan, I was talking to Jenny about this the other day. My son's name is Jordan Michael.
Okay.
So that should tell you who I think the GOAT is. Yeah. But I mean, LeBron's good. He's this generation's GOAT. I think every generation has a GOAT.
I'm just waiting for you to mention Will Chamberlain.
Will Chamberlain. Hey, Jenny knows how I feel about Will Chamberlain.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy was making. I mean, he break 100 points without a 3-point line.
Yep.
Is that correct? Yeah. So I mean, you tell me, and how many championships he got? So I mean, like I said, each generation has their own GOAT. But Jordan, by far, the best, the greatest of all times. And then I think LeBron, maybe a 1B.
Yeah.
I respect that.
So what about Steph?
What do you think Steph is on that point guard?
No, Magic. I gotta give it to Magic. Yeah.
Thank you, Sasha.
No. I like watching Steph. Don't get me wrong. I gotta watch, you know, Golden State because Jenny's a, you know, Klay Thompson fan. So that's the only reason I watch him. And Podziemski, did I say that correct?
Podziemski.
Podziemski. So that he can shoot. I'm not going to take anything from Steph.
Yeah.
but if you look at stats and you know, finals MVPs and stuff like that, Magic's got them. And I remember watching Magic as a kid, so you know.
Yeah, it's a generational thing, I
The
think.
magic is real. The magic is real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Magic.
Steph's coming though.
Yeah.
Got some more in him. So, final question for
Uh-huh.
you. What change would you like to see come to the hobby the next 2 years?
Let me think. When I was a kid, I remember being able to take my allowance and go into a convenience store and buy sports cards.
Absolutely.
And being an adult, sometimes it's hard for me to go to a store and buy cards because the prices are so dang high. So I would try to make something affordable for the kids. I mean, we used to be able to buy packs and you know, for $1. So making things more affordable for the kids.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Because that's the future. That's the future of the hobby. I mean, if we don't invest in the kids now, I mean, our hobby's going to die. I don't think it's going to die, but it's not going to be as successful as we want it to be.
Yeah.
So we got to pass this on to the next generation.
Yeah, because we all remember there was no such thing as a hobby shop.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't sell
Yeah.
hobby cards. They sold cards.
Yeah.
I could buy the cards here, or I could go to the 7-Eleven or the Toys R Us and buy cards.
Yeah.
But they were the same cards. And then hobby shops came and things changed. But
Well, I remember.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I remember my dad used to. He had a beer truck route, and he would bring home so many cards from his beer route because he would go to all the pubs and all the bars, and they would trade there, like have trade nights, and he would come home with cards from his route. So like we didn't have the hobby shops either. That's, you know, they would just trade at those moments.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
FD, you've been collecting James Wiseman since I first started watching you. So you were a true collector. I'll give you that. Yeah.
Just kick back, waiting on the process.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, you know how people was waiting on Embiid? I'm just waiting on the process, man.
FD is like me when it comes to Wilt.
Yeah.
It's very personal, very emotional.
But Sascha, we really want to appreciate having you on tonight. Thank you.
No, it was a pleasure.
Thank you, Sascha.
I appreciate y'all asking. Y'all have a blessed evening, okay?
You too, sir. Blessings to you.
Bye-bye.
All right, so now we're at card battle time, people. Y'all ready? You got your mind right? You got your soul together?
I'm the reigning champion. I'm the reigning champion.
Back-to-back Jenny.
Everything changes tonight. So, Sam, you go first, man.
I go first?
Go first. We shaking it up.
Wow,
okay.
Fireworks. How'd you do that? Why are you celebrating?
I do not know what's going on.
You had an iPhone.
I do not know. I didn't do none of that.
That was awesome. I'm so jealous right now.
All right. So this card is magical. And if people don't vote for me, man, you guys have lost your mind. The 1952 Topps Arrestus
Chicago's very own
Minnie Minosta rookie card.
Bring the.
That's
and all I gotta say is, if you don't know this man's story, you are missing out.
That is special.
This card is a beauty. I have this graded and also raw. But
I'm gonna hype him up. Hall of Famer, great in the community. Yeah, his story is bananas.
Played multiple decades.
Yeah.
Multiple decades. So
I'm gonna tell y'all a crazy story.
Fire.
I went to a card show one time. He was signing autographs, and I didn't get him to sign anything.
Yeah.
Jenny, what you got?
Okay, so I actually decided to dial it back and save some of my fire cards for later on in case I need to come back up. So, but this card is very special to me. This is the first Jordan Love that I ever got, and this is before Jordan Love was actually, you know, playing. So this is his rookie patch auto, and you know I love the way the J Love, right? So anyways, this is very special to me and very important to me. So that's my card.
Okay.
Well, you know, I always go, I'm probably more modern than other people sometimes, but say I'm kicking the door, baseball, truck, you know, doing something different, representing something that a lot of people don't. So I'm gonna go with this Shohei Ohtani.
Woo,
Okay.
Shohei.
Okay.
Beating or getting past this recent news. I won't even harp on this recent news. Shohei Ohtani rookie card.
Mm.
That is nice.
So
Beautiful.
we'll leave it to the
Beautiful.
people. Minnie
Beautiful.
Minosa.
Beautiful.
Is it Love or is it Ohtani?
All I gotta say, this card is absolutely gorgeous.
Ohtani time.
Telling you.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Arestus.
Oh, look, I made hearts. Oh, wait.
Hold on. How's this happening, people?
It's
I
like
was
the
about
new.
to know.
It's the new update on the iPhone, but it only works when it wants to. So,
Folks, y'all gotta vote. Arestus Minosa,
Don't
aka
sleep.
Minnie.
That unicorn don't sleep.
This is
here
gonna
some
be an
J Love there
interesting
in the
battle.
comments.
This is gonna be an interesting battle.
Oh yeah.
I think all three of these
I think we
cards
know
are
who's gonna
personal.
win this. I think
Yeah.
we're gonna know who's gonna.
These are all three personal cards.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They are. So now we're down to the final thoughts.
No, a question of the night.
Question of the night. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
What would you like to see removed from the hobby forever going forward? Never coming back. Change for the good that is not reversible. What would you like to see?
I'm gonna say all the scams and scammers and people trying to scam people just brings so much negativity and so much ugliness to people that are actually doing good for the hobby. That's just my thought process.
I agree. Sam, where you at? Sam is a thought.
I would say something connected to my thought of like human capital, hobby. Oh, I got these finger things in here now. I thought of a hobby, human capital, just no more hobby drama. Like it's too much.
It
Like,
is.
and it be grown men. I'm like, yo, we supposed to be grown. Like, yo, we grown men with families. Like,
Yeah.
stop it. Like, can we just like support each other and like partake in the joy? Like, just the drama and everything that creates the drama. Like somebody said, shield building, like shield bidding,
Yeah.
like all that. Just stop the drama.
Campbell Carr says million parallels, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hobby boxes for the people, not the select few. The junk wax here was stating that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of piggybacking on what Sam was talking about. I just want people to understand that first, we're in a hobby.
Yeah.
And if you look at the definition of a hobby, you should know what that is.
It's supposed to be fun.
That's right. It's supposed to be fun. And then also, the hobby is so vast and wide that we all can do what we like to do. So if Sam's goat is wilt, we'll laugh and joke about it. But I understand where he's coming from. No, I really understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I may say a Jordan or something, but then we can joke about, because our joke is a debate is a joke.
Yeah.
So we're debating about it, having fun, but I'm not trying to cancel Sam because he said Will and vice versa. We're just having fun. So just realize the hobby, everybody can enjoy the hobby. Some people like vintage, some people like TCG, and some people only want to collect baseball, modern, or whatever it may be. Let those people enjoy themselves. We think it's only one way. If people are only in cars to buy and sell cars for a profit, bravo to them. Let them enjoy themselves. If they're not scamming or trying to take advantage of children or doing anything like that, enjoy yourself. There's room for that. Please let's not act like it's only one way, because there's not one way of any aspect of life. There's more than one way.
Yep. That's facts.
I've had a blast, people. I don't know about you all, but I have had a blast. And when I look at this card right here, a blast. But all three of these cards are great cards. cards. Jenny found. Let's tell the stories. So we talking about Manny. Manny has a background that is just amazing. He was the Chicago White Sox legend. So I grew up learning about him. Jenny just showed a card of someone that she believed in before anybody even knew who he was, really. Or before he became very popular, let me say that. And it's in his college uniform, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So we're talking about, and look at the patch on it. I mean, all these stories are great stories, and Otani is just knocking the cover off the ball right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to go to a Dodgers game on Monday to go see for Jackie Robinson night. I think I'm going to try to take Junior. Only if his behavior is right.
Yeah.
Only if his behavior came home today, I had to talk to him. Only if his behavior is right will he be there. But I'm trying to take him to the Jackie Robinson game to see the statue and be a part of it. So when I first moved to LA, I used to go every year to the Jackie Robinson game. So the Junior's talking to me right now. He says it's going to be okay.
Hi,
so we'll
Junior.
see.
Hi, Junior.
What's up, Junior?
Yeah. So, all these cars have stories. They're all great cars. And this is what I'm talking about. We can laugh and joke and talk about each other's cars, but I know why they picked those cars and the history behind them, and that's what makes it fun. And everybody has their own story. So just respect other people's story.
Agreed.
And make sure you go vote.
Yeah, go vote.
Make sure you go vote.
Make sure you hit the right button.
Make sure you go vote. Make sure you go vote.
Sam said, after the message is over, go vote.
And make sure you go vote.
Come on, guys.
I heard that.
This has been fun.
I've truly been looking forward to this, man. I've been looking forward to this show, man.
Oh, bye.
We talk a lot throughout the week, but I've been looking forward to this show, and I appreciate that message, FD. Cards are our story, man. And there's some beautiful stories, and I think if we all take the time to just listen to each other, we can tap into our innate qualities, and we can see that commonality and those connections, and put all the other bull crap aside.
Agreed. No drama. No drama.
I want to give a special shout out to our guest tonight, Sascha Campbell.
Oh, Sascha did his thing.
Representing.
And he knows if he doesn't vote for me this time, he's still on the couch. I think it's been like 3 weeks he's been on the couch.
I'm afraid to put Jenny out.
That's too much pressure.
Now.
I already know who Sascha voting for. I already know who Sascha voting for.
He must love that couch. I tell you what.
Hey.
He'll be out there with Otani. I'll send it to him.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. All right, y'all.
Appreciate you all. So it's been a great week to be on. Oh, Sascha said many.
Of course he did.
Oh, Sascha.
I already know. I already knew it.
Yeah,
hey, thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody who tuned in.
Everybody who tuned in, the questions, everything.
Awesome.
We really appreciate y'all. Without y'all, it makes it even more magical that you guys are tapping in with us, connecting with us, sharing your thoughts. We definitely gonna get better with shouting out questions and pointing out questions, because there's some insightful stuff on here, and I also see a lot of people engaging with each other, tagging each other, continuing the conversation, and that's just that's just nostalgic for me. I love it.
We've even had a few people on tonight that have actually joined this live while the live is going on.
Yeah,
I want to acknowledge that as well. So we'll take that feedback.
Yeah,
and we may pop up on some of you all.
Yeah, just bring them in.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Jenny and Sam, thank you all.
Until every other week.
Every
other week.
Not next week, but the next week. Yeah. All right.
The week after. Yeah. See y'all later.
Bye, everybody.
Y'all.
Bye.